Well, you know what was really nice about being outside today?
Yeah.
No chemtrails,
I love it. Yes.
right? And
Yes.
It was so funny when the government shut down.
That was great. One of the best benefits.
Right, we had no little straight lines in the
Yes,
sky and
right.
stuff like that. What's so crazy is when we start talking about what's actually in those chemtrails and what we're breathing in.
Yeah.
You know, so we did some testing that I was
Yes.
telling you about when we were at the conference.
Right.
Right. We did some testing and we wanted to see what's the difference between what comes out in the sweat
Yes.
when a person is, you know, there's no chemtrail days versus when there's a chemtrail day. And we got some really crazy results. Look at these results.
I heard you told me before. Yeah.
So look at that.
Yeah.
So our big thing that we're concerned about, everybody, is aluminum right now, because aluminum has been proven to be in those chemtrails. That's the common, what they call a cloud condensation nuclei. And what we see is in the days where there was no chemtrails, what was coming out in the sweat was aluminum. Look at that. It's still higher than everything else
It's
by
really
a lot.
high. Yes.
So
Right.
aluminum was 281 nanograms per gram. Comparing that, nickel was 15. And then barium was 96. Now barium's another thing that we found in those
Yes.
chemtrails,
Definitely.
right?
Yes.
So
A friend of mine tested it about 15 years ago in Washington State. They tested it, barium, aluminum, and oh my God.
it's like it's like you could choose to use copper as a cloud condensation nuclei, as one of those little particulates, and then it would be healthy for us if we were breathing in. But no, we got to do the whole aluminum and barium stuff. So we've been seeing this for a long time. And one of my questions that I had was, why are we seeing so much aluminum and so much barium in people, especially people who aren't using, you know, soda cans and who aren't using aluminum cookware? Like, where is this aluminum and where is this barium coming from? They didn't get any imaging,
Yeah.
you know, the magnetic, the MRIs. Where is all this coming from? Well, where it's coming from is the sky.
Yes.
You know?
I've got 10 CDs from about 10, 15 years ago. Why are they spraying? What are they spraying? What the hell are they spraying?
Right.
And you know, you watch the video back then and said, oh my God. you know, and you look up and you see all these crisscrosses. Something ain't natural.
Right.
It's just,
Right.
you know, and you know, I talked to a scientist. He said, oh no, they're doing all, no.
It's never what they say, right?
No, that's right. I
Right.
know, yeah.
So it's really simple, everybody. It's this way. God does not build in straight lines. If you see a straight line, it's not from God, okay?
Yeah.
So that's where you see, and this is the thing why I love the Relax Sauna so
Yeah.
much. You know, we can talk about the specifics of how it works and all this other cool
Right.
stuff about it, but we know that it gets those chemtrails out of the body. So one of the things that I've been teaching the last year now that we have actual
Yes.
sweat results is
I've seen that on YouTube.
right?
Yes.
Right. So the thing is, if you see a chemtrail in the sky, within 24 hours you need to sweat, and not just sweat for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. How
Right.
long do you like how long do you recommend people sweat for? And I'm not talking about time in the unit.
Right,
I'm talking
right, yeah.
actual time sweating.
A good 10 to 20 minutes.
10 to 20
Yeah,
minutes.
10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
10 to 22 minutes.
I'm going to be a little bit more strict
Right,
with
I
everybody.
know. That's what you've been saying, 20 minutes. Yes.
Right. So 20 to 30 is what I would say
Okay.
now in this day and
Yeah,
age. Right.
right.
Because we don't want to see the aluminum bioaccumulate in your nervous system, Parkinson's,
Right,
Alzheimer's,
right.
all these neurodegeneratives. If you're serious about not wanting to have one of those
Right,
diseases,
right.
then you need to be serious about your sauna as a lifestyle, sweating as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
How long have you been sweating for?
23 years.
23 years.
23 years.
Now, what is the...
And
what-
2 months.
What is the most? What's the most you've gone in those 23 years without sweating? Like how many days in a row without sweating?
You know, once, just as an experiment, I took 2 days off.
Okay.
But rarely more than 1 day off.
And based upon your memory,
Yes.
what did you feel on those 2 days off?
Well, on the third day when I got in, I felt incredible.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and I didn't realize how yeah, it's not the same. It's like, you know, how often do you shower? Do you shower every day?
Well.
But anyway, this is better than showering.
Amen.
Yeah.
So let me share these results with you just
Good.
on this aluminum topic, because
Yeah.
this blew me away. Look at that. So on the non-chemtrail day, 281 nanograms per gram. So still a whole bunch is coming out.
Yes,
That's
right.
concerning relative to these other ones. Because like you look at things like uranium was coming in, 1.3. You have cesium, 2.9, lead, 2.0. So we're still getting other things out.
That's right, yes.
But when you see that aluminum, you're like, wait a minute. For aluminum, that much to come out, it's got to be smaller in molecular size. That makes it a nanoparticle. That's how we have a very good idea that these are nanoparticles. But now look at this. So after there was a day, it was like 6 or 9 days or something.
Yeah,
no chemtrails.
right, yeah.
And then I said, okay, well, let's collect some sweat right after
Wow.
a chemtrail day, right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh my. 10 times, 11 times more almost.
2,958 nanograms per gram the very next. That's a 10, 11 times increase.
Yes, yeah, I got a degree in mathematics,
Right.
you know.
And then you look at the barium went up from 96 to 168. But and so this is concerning, but.
It's disconcerting.
Right. So now you see this, right? And you start going, okay, I'm seeing these results. This is an independent study that we did. Yes, we need to keep reproducing these results, but walks like a duck, talks like a duck. It's a duck. When I see straight lines in the sky, I know God didn't build them. I've done my research. Got to give a big shout out to Dane Wigington
Yes.
and
Yes.
Mike Adams and these great. We're all confirming the same thing. But what came out of this that was really eye-opening for me, Phil, was, wow, look what a sauna can do with these nanoparticles.
Right. And so much more. That's just the data.
Right.
The way you feel. I mean,
My God. Yeah.
Right. The cleanse. I mean, I've been doing saunas. When I was about 16, I experienced a sauna. I joined gym 3 times just to use the saunas.
Right.
And those aren't even far infrared saunas.
Right.
Those are finished saunas, which are helpful, but not the same. And a lot of people don't understand that. There's a book by Rebecca Harder.
Okay.
She's a colon hydrotherapist, and her book is called Gastro Girl,
Okay.
Healing the World, One Colon at a Time.
Okay.
Now, for 10 years, she'd be going to these health shows and look at the Relax Sauna
Right.
and just turn her nose.
Okay.
I have a wooden sauna. This can't do what that does. And my cell phone can't do it what a desktop computer did 10 years ago either.
Right.
So anyway, on the 11th year, she had a few minutes. She got in, and in 3 minutes she said, "Oh my God, I can feel the difference."
Right.
And what she says in her book, besides the fact that the Relax Sauna is by far her favorite sauna, but she says a chapter of the book, she's got about 20 pages on far infrared ray, and she says, if you want to feel fantastic in the 21st century, infrared, a far infrared sauna is an absolute necessity.
Yes.
Which goes along with what you've been talking and preaching for the last couple of years.
Right.
It's I mean, see, way back. There's a book called No Sweat, No Sweat by Dr. Bill Ackpinar out of New York. He uses ozone. He uses Relax Sauna, and he says it's a history of saunas. The Finnish saunas, the American Indians, the Amazon Indians, the Roman baths, the Greek, the Turkish, every culture has a way to get you to sweat, because it's like, how else do you heal?
Right.
I mean, it's like as natural can be.
Well, we've taught about the 5 free medicines at Healing for the Ages and at the Energetic Health Institute. We've taught about those things.
Yes.
Right? And what are they? Prayer,
Yeah.
sunlight, earthing,
Mm-hmm.
being hungry, fasting.
Yes.
And then the 5th of all the medicines is move your booty. And that's when
Yes.
we start sweating. But we know that people around the world, especially because of the desk jobs and the way our
Right.
cultures have changed, we've become so just dependent upon technology, especially computers, that we sit now more than anything else. And I remember reading a study out of Japan about using far infrared sauna like 20 years ago. And it was like, if you want to have 30 minutes of equivalent of moving your booty, sitting in a sauna for 30 minutes will do that. It creates that same cardiovascular effect upon the body. So you start going, wow, this is pretty neat. But one of the things that really I want to get out, and I'm hoping you can help me with this,
I'm good.
is we got these kids that are vaping and smoking so much heavy THC cannabis,
Yes.
but not any CBD to balance it out. So
Okay,
it throws
yes,
off their
right.
entire neurology.
Yes.
One of the things that people don't realize is that when your body metabolizes THC, it metabolizes it into something called 11-hydroxy THC first, but then it goes into 11-carbhydroxy or carboxy THC.
Yeah.
And people don't realize, in terms of your body, that is very much like the same mechanism of action as a pesticide in the body. So one of my messages, you see a chemtrail, get in that Relax Sauna,
Yes.
and sweat
Right.
your booty off.
Yes.
You get into you have a little recreation, or maybe a little medicinal something.
Did you know that we're called creatures?
Creatures.
Now, the reason we're called creatures because we create.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. Now, when you go out to play and daydream,
Yeah.
they call that recreation, which is
Recreate. I
recreate.
remember you telling me that. That was so good. So folks, if you're out there recreating,
Yes, that's right. That's
with
right.
a little bit of herbal enthusiasm, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The very next day, another thing that you want to do, get in that lifestyle habit of, okay, the next day I'm going to sweat.
Yes.
Because a lot of people will just roll up another joint to take the monkey off their back.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I'm going to tell you if you want to feel good.
There's nothing like the Relax Sauna in the morning to get rid of a hangover or any kind of substance abuse or use.
Right.
And it puts a cup of coffee to shame in the morning. I swear.
That's
it's
a T-shirt right there for you. The Relax Saunas put a cup of coffee to shame, everybody.
You feel so, and it's truth serum and it's grounding.
Right.
See, the Relax Sauna is different than other infrared saunas, and people don't realize that.
How so?
Well, it has, first of all, it took the Relax Sauna company 10 years, from 1987 to 97, to find a way to actually filter out the near infrared
Okay.
and only give you the far infrared.
Okay.
And see, we are far infrared light beams. Water is a far infrared molecule, so we are a repository for far infrared ray,
Okay.
not near.
Okay.
Near goes in about a 16th of an inch, and we resist it because we're not a repository for it, so we resist it. And that's a little bit of stress.
Okay.
So you've got the near infrared is sort of like a little harsh, and the loving light of the Relax Sauna is soft. And I have 300 video testimonies out of 1,000 on YouTube, Relax Sauna testimonials on YouTube, saying I have never felt another sauna, saying I feel like I'm basking in a hug from loving grandma. I'm basking in a like divine love in a box, like I'm in a cocoon, I'm in a warm blanket, I'm in the womb. I mean, it's like, and no one has ever said that about any other sauna. Now, why? That's because we're a repository for far, and a lot of people don't know that Dr. Yamaguchi in Japan did a lot of studying, and he says the 7 to 14 micron frequency of far infrared ray vibrates the water molecules.
Okay. Just like Gerald Pollack confirms
That's right.
in the fourth phase of water.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, and actually talking about Gerald Pollack, I got him in the Relax Sauna in August at a conference.
Okay.
And he liked it. And he says the infrared, far infrared light from the sun gives the plant the power to move and to bend by vibrating the water molecules.
Oh, so that's how the plants follow the
That's
sunlight.
right.
That's
Yes,
fascinating, right?
and see, a lot of people don't know, and this is going to I think I told you this just a little bit ago, that the far infrared ray actually increases the structured water in your body 50 to 100%.
Oh, this is what we were talking about
Yes.
at the conference.
Right.
It's just like it makes sense.
Yeah.
We talk about drinking structured water, and I do.
Yeah, right,
A lot
right,
of it,
yes,
right?
yes.
But it's also, you can structure the water that's already within you. That's the whole purpose
Yes.
of detoxifying, of sweating. You're getting out the
Right.
impurities
And the
to
Relax
improve
Sauna
structure.
does it.
Yeah.
And it's because it's got 100% far infrared ray, tested by Harvard MIT Science and Technology Lab on a report, not a study. And they tested the Relax Sauna and a $1,400 portable sauna and an Amazon sauna. We had 350 and 450% more penetration intensity than the other saunas, and the Relax Sauna was 100% far between 7 and 14. The $1,400 low EMF sauna was from 1.2 to 6. It was 8% far, 37% mid, and 55% near. The Amazon was 100% near, but we also had 1/12 the EMF because we don't have panels all over.
That's what I loved it.
We have semiconductor chip technology, totally different, and because of that, we can. The Relax Sauna starts to heat up. You do it on the road.
Right.
30 seconds.
Right. It's beautiful.
Yes.
'Cause
8 minutes you're sweating.
This is what I love about it. So for me,
Yeah.
I Phil comes over to me, right, at a conference. You know, you see Phil at every conference you go to. So Phil comes over to me, like, this is years ago, and he's like, so you need to come and check this out, you know. And he's just really this smooth talking, this guy that you would find in New York City around the jazz age, just smoothing up to you. And he's like, come on, you need to come on over here. And he's just a little nudge. And I was like, dude, I don't want your sauna. That was my first thought, right?
Yeah.
But then he gets you in it, and you feel it, and you're like, wait a minute, there's something good going on in here, right? So you gave me that little taste of it, and I was like, okay. And then you start thinking, and I'm like, okay, I've already got, because I'm thinking I'm not being a douchebag. I'm just saying I didn't want the sauna because I already had a sauna at home, and you think I got one that's working, right?
Yes.
Well, it dawned on me, I now have something I can take on the road with me.
That's right.
All the time. Because then you started
Yes.
telling me the story about, this is how he got me, everybody.
Okay, I want to hear.
I'm such a Dodger fan. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm such a
Really
ridiculous
good,
Dodger fan.
good.
So you know what you came and you said to me, you were like, so the Dodgers use these, and he didn't know I was a Dodger fan. It just kind of came out of the blue, and I was like, well, if the Dodgers use them, then I guess I've got to have one too, right? Go blue. So I get one, and I didn't try it out for a couple months. But then I went on the road, tried it out, and I was like, oh my God, I get to sweat while I'm traveling, because I'll be gone for 3-4 weeks, sometimes a couple months at a time. And it's like, oh my God, I have something that can travel with me. I was in Zion all summer long using my Relax Sauna every day, writing my next book. Right? Just purifying, getting all that stuff out. Good. And it's just like, and you literally, when you turn that little dial on that little bad boy, you're thinking there's no way this is going to get me sweating the first time you use it. And then you turn it and you're like, oh my God, you look at that dial, because you're like, oh, I can do 30 minutes. Right. That was my mistake. I was like, I can do 30 minutes in this. I've done hours in other saunas, blah, 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 blah. Right. And so I turned it all the way to 30. That's right. And I got to tell you, like, I was looking at that sucker counting down. I was like, I'm like sitting like this, Phil. I'm sitting like this, looking over it. I'm like, why is that thing broken? It just keeps staying on the same number. Right. So, but then you get through it, and the feeling you have is so amazing afterwards. You're just like, oh my God, I just had a phenomenal sweat. Cleared me out. I can go write. I can go write the next chapter of the book. So folks, it really comes down to this. These are no longer like superfluous little additions to your healing regimen. There are certain things, if you're really serious about healing and healing at home, there are certain things that are so important in this day and age.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you, none more important than sweating every single day that you can, especially when you see chemtrails, especially when you've had a little bit of the wacky tobacco, okay? That you've got to get that stuff out of your body, and these help you do it, and then you feel so good. I got to ask you. You do your sweating in the morning. I do mine, I think, predominantly mornings. Is that right?
I do. I love doing it in the morning. It wakes me up, yes.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, right in the sauna. I can do my breathing practice in my sauna, everything like that, right? So I get in the sauna. Now, what's your favorite thing to do to kind of give the electrolytes back to your body afterwards? What do you do?
Well, I drink water first. Yeah, you got to drink 8 to 12 ounces. Once I was in the sauna, and I wasn't very happy about 8 years ago. And then I drank some water, and instantly, like, it started pouring down both sides of my head.
Right.
But there's trace minerals. There's lots of minerals you can take. Right. And I mean, I opened up a health food store in 1980.
Okay.
For 45 years.
He's been doing this for a minute.
And I've been doing this for 55 years.
Right.
And the Relax Sauna is the pinnacle of any product I've ever sold in terms of getting you to be healthier.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do like I'll do a smoothie always. Some coconut water, always a great kind of thing. But like you said, water, you got to hydrate. You have people sometimes that tell you, well, I got in it and I didn't sweat. And can I teach for a second on why that is?
Tell me,
So 2 things. if you're not sweating, the first thing you check in is your, like you said, pre-hydration.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you taking water before you go into the sauna? Very, very important. Especially that home-brewed holy water that I'm teaching everybody to make. Make sure you get that into your body before. But then the second thing is sweating is a muscular function. All of your sweat glands have little smooth muscles around them.
Okay.
And just like any other muscle, if you haven't used it for a while, it's going to atrophy. So might take you 2, 3, 4 weeks worth of sessions before your body learns and gets that muscle memory going, so that you can now sweat more profusely. But you will sweat. Everybody, I had somebody this summer come to me and they were like, "I've never sweated. I don't want to get into a sauna. I'm terrified of saunas." I was like, "Okay, well, you're getting in a sauna." And so she got in the sauna the first day. She got in the sauna, didn't sweat. First, like 4 or 5 sessions, didn't sweat. And then she texted me. She was like, while she was in the sauna, like pictures. "Oh my God, I'm sweating! I'm sweating!" I'm like, "Yes, it's just your body has to learn how to do it because you haven't been moving your booty enough. But that's all right. We'll get you moving your booty too afterwards." But I love the Relax Sauna, y'all. It travels with me. It's one of my boxes that goes into the back of my truck. I got a whole. I bring distillers with me. I bring grounding sheets with me. I bring incandescent light bulbs with me, and I bring a Relax Sauna with me too everywhere I go. And it is a great investment in your future, your health, but more importantly, I'm going to say it's an investment in your happiness, because ultimately that's what it helps you create.
You know, there are other doctors who travel with, like Dr. Brian Clement of Hippocrates Institute.
He's that dude is put together. You know that?
Yes, I even gave him a suitcase to travel. It fits in a suitcase if you fly on the plane.
Oh,
the only
that's
sauna,
dope.
and it's not $200 oversized. It's like $35. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It fits in a Samsonite Omni 28-inch suitcase. 150 on the internet.
So I'm going to have to get one of those.
That's right.
But I do like the box. I keep putting in the box. I'm a little gritty, y'all, so I like little box and stuff like that. Little card. But, but I'm telling you folks, this is the last little bit.
Okay,
So you know why I've had to buy 3 saunas from you?
No, why?
Because when I go places, somebody will try them.
They won't let you take it home.
And I'll be like, "All right, you can have it. I'll go by myself." And I'll just call Phil and he'll give me a deal on one.
That's right, exactly right.
So that's why I hit you up this last time. I left it up there.
That's cool. You know, it's the Relax Sauna is different than other saunas. It takes 3 minutes to set up, 2 minutes to tear down. You know, you can use a hotel chair. You can use a sauna. You know, you put a towel on the seat, another towel, and it takes, and you turn it on, and it's 30 seconds, not 30 minutes, and then it self cleans. After you've finished it, you take the 2 wet towels out. And it's
That's a good idea. I haven't been doing that. And so I've had to do a lot of cleaning, afterwards. I turn my sauna on. I turn my Relax Sauna on after I'm done sweating.
Yes.
To just let it dry
everything
up.
Exactly.
You know, I'm just like, I'll let it run for another 5-10 minutes afterwards, and like, whatever, right? Okay. Well, I'm going to try the towel method too, because that sounds like a little less work.
You mean you don't put a towel on?
I don't put a towel down.
No, you put a folded bath towel, and then you drape a towel over it. And if you don't put the folded bath towel on the bottom, it's going to get soaked. You don't need to get your chair soaked.
I'm catching what you're pitching. I'm just saying, sometimes I don't figure out obvious things. But thank you. I'll use that now. and it's like I've been having such, it's truth serum. You feel good. It's 100% FAR. And the more FAR you have, the more therapeutic it is. That's right.
You know, and Near and Red are great. And they work with photobiomodulation.
Okay.
But the Relax Sauna using 100% FAR is vibrational therapy.
Right on.
And Ryan was telling you earlier that actually the photons actually create phonons. So you have the inner light and the inner sound, which are the dual aspects of creation.
I got a chapter coming out of the next book that you're going to love.
Okay.
It's chapter 4. It's called We Are Beings of Light. Yes. I have over 114 references proving this fact. So
Daniel Brinkley says we are spiritual light beings, and I say yes, and we are also far infrared light beings, and people don't know that.
Right.
We are far infrared light means we're repositories for far. It charges the water.
Right.
And with that charged water,
Mhm.
all 12 systems of the body get to function optimally.
Right.
Because when we have a fever, Hippocrates says, "Find me a way to create fever, and I will."
Find you how I'll cure anything.
I'll cure anything.
If I can create
Right.
a fever, I can cure anything.
That's right.
Hippocrates.
And so, when you have a fever, it does the parasympathetic nervous system, gets you really calm and relaxed, and then the mitochondria start getting energized. It does the circulatory system, the lymphatic
That's right.
system.
Yep.
But when you get all the systems going, that's because we store the light.
That's right.
And then
That's
with
right.
that, it energizes us. So people at conferences, they say, "I don't understand it." They're not meditators. "I understand it. I feel relaxed and grounded.
Right.
And I feel energized."
Right.
Well, what's going on? 'Cause
You mean you feel good? You mean you did something and it made you feel a little bit better? That's great. Yeah.
It tunes you in and gets you centered.
That's right.
See, I have a definition of pain. You want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
The awareness of time.
Ah, okay.
Have you ever worried?
Have I ever worried?
I'm sure you haven't.
Has a classic overthinker ever worried? Of course I've worried.
Have you ever hurried?
More than I would like to admit. Yeah.
Have you ever waited?
No.
Those all are involved with time.
Ah.
And so when you get in the relaxed sauna, and it's just, you feel the energy. See, when you go in the sauna, you can actually feel it.
That's right.
The heat, it's not about heat. It's the heat inside.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Heart rate variability. We had a chiropractor go in, had his Apple Watch on, heart rate variable at 50,
Yeah.
went down to 30,
Yeah.
when he got 136.
Yeah.
He said, "I've never experienced anything like this before."
Yeah.
It's like there's something special about the relaxed sauna. So when I'm at conferences, like at the A4M last week,
Yeah.
someone's going by. I said, "Let me explain." Let's see, what do I say? I said, "Can I explain why the relaxed sauna is 5 times more therapeutic than any other infrared sauna?"
Yeah.
Because people, they've got these $10,000 wooden saunas.
I'm one of them.
This can't do what they do. See?
Right.
And so, I get their attention, and then they say, "Okay, let me go in for 1 minute."
Right.
And this one guy at the show, he was like, "I sweat every day. I'm an athlete. I do saunas every day."
Right. Right.
This is different. This is definitely different.
You know what Ed Parker from American Kimpo said? He has a great quote.
Okay, I want to hear it.
So Ed Parker is the founder of American Kimpo, and he's the reason we have martial arts schools all over the country and everything, right?
Yeah.
He says, "To feel is to believe."
Right.
And that's
I like
exactly what the
Yes.
relaxed sauna is. To
Yeah.
feel, and you will believe that you are healing, because you will know. And how will you know? Because you'll be happier than when you began.
Yes. We say, experience the difference, feel the momentum.
That's right.